talking about collectives is weird because I feel like
This is very differing. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like, in a way, I feel like, not to be weird or anything, but from speaking with Gabriel and the amount of work I've done with STA people, like STP and STA are kind of like, we're two separate collectives, but we interlock bare.
yeah.
We do a lot. Like, I've even represented STA at like, yeah, because you.
I was on holiday.
This guy's on holiday, and obviously I'm black.
They just wow, just mad. That's not what went down.
No, it wasn't at all like that.
But yeah, you held it down for Split the Atom still.
Not gonna lie, we didn't even perform that.
Oh, you didn't perform?
Grav.
How you?
Grav.
It's cameras are on.
No, but no, it wasn't like that. It was just that, like, to be completely honest, there was a certain type of audience that, yeah,
Mad.
they just weren't about it. None of it was our fault.
Oh, okay. Oh, stress. Did you get paid though?
Yeah, but they didn't even give us microphones. Like, what's going on?
Ah, come on, man.
Yeah. Should we do the good of our own, or in like what we think of in general, maybe?
Yeah, because so with collectives, for example, so I'm a part of a collective in Spit the Atom, and it's helpful in that from outside, like, people will see the collective and whatever, and I think there's definitely collectives that are functioning as like real hives for creativity, like 6 weeks as a collective. They're doing mad stuff, but I also feel that being on the scene sometimes is just a form of being a collective. Like, there's so many sort of circles and whatever on the scene that it's almost like a collective. So like with BYP, for example, when, like I said, it was like a community, and I guess the poetry scene is like that. But even if you think of For Weight and whatever, it's almost like that's the kind of project that a collective would produce. But it's almost functioning as a, like, obviously it's your project, but it's like using different parts of the scene and interacting with different parts of the scene and people crossing over and sharing ideas and interrogating your idea and helping the idea grow, and like, do you get what I mean? So it's like, it's very interesting how just having pockets of people that you know on the scene is almost like being a collective sort of thing.
It is, like, I think it's pretty sick. Like, how, I don't know, especially like what the one of the biggest thing that's happened from, like, for me, and I think the scene in a weird way, is Toby, because she's the most relatable
Toby,
link. Yeah,
as in Apples and Snakes, Bobby Mono, abused me on Twitter. Toby, mad. Pick up Toby though.
Why are you sending, bro?
I'm not sending. I'm just saying what.
No, but
I just said she's
for me
she's
though,
great.
because
No,
like Apples and Snakes,
Toby's
I didn't
great,
find it
don't
accessible.
I apologise.
Like at the start, like I'd see their name everywhere, but like to personally be able to talk to someone from Apples and Snakes, except from Alice when she was with them. Before it was like they're helping out, like they're doing loads of things, but I just don't know how to really like talk to them. But then Toby, like, she'll do a shout out on Twitter, apart from sending for you, like she'll do a shout out on Twitter and just like talk to people. Like she even spoke to you, like just to get help, and that's like
She even spoke to you.
no, not like that. Oh my days!
Like, she even brought herself down.
Oh my
to
days!
speak
I
to
did not mean
this
that.
underling.
I didn't mean it like that.
No,
I was just like,
fair.
oh man, yeah. All right, what's the bad?
You just want to
Let's just.
No, but you're right in a sense of like, I guess it's again, it's that kind of that community, because a collective isn't just about I think when you get into a collective, you realize that, okay, cool, you have sick artists, but you need people that are sick at the other side. So you need the person who's inclined to be disciplined and just, you need the person that's, so you need loads of different skills. And that's why, like, people, I was going to say people like Toby, but I don't know if there's people like Toby, but someone such as Toby
she's
like
actually
really important for the scene, just in general, because it's not just poetry she does, but like with theatre,
She's
but
got
with
the
connecting
ability to
people
look at different things.
Yeah.
I only say her name because she's literally the only, like, in my sort of, I don't know if it's age category or like the people I know, she's literally the only person at the moment like able to offer that. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's because there's Apples and Snakes, which is such a big company doing something like that. Yeah. But there's loads of different people, I guess, that do things that when you're linked up. Like, so like Gabriel, for example, Akamo, always have to do that. Gabriel Akamo, like literally he knows better about admin.
Bruv. STA would have collapsed in on itself and created a black hole and sucked the life out of everybody if not for that. Just in terms of, like you have to have people like that who, because so like Gabriel he's got one of the most unique minds creatively in terms of how minds work, and his mind and how he puts words together is just mad. But then on the other side of it as well is that like that producer side of it is really important. And I think, in terms of running a successful night and running, I think having a successful collective in general, like you have to have people that are switched onto it on that side of things, because there's loads of creative people on the scene, and there's so many people like sit and have a conversation with three creators for like a couple hours, and they'll come up with sick ideas just by accident, just because they are who they are. But it's actually making those kinds of things happen, making those things take place, and making stuff come to life. There's bare ideas that would have been amazing, but they require more than just a creative kind of artistic vision. Like they require spine and backbone, and then money as well, and getting money is a mad thing. So like there's so much that goes to it. So I feel like collectives are great, and when you get to see, I went to 6 weeks 5 to 12 the other day, mad, and it's beautiful.
That only ran for one day, innit?
Yeah, it was beautiful. Like I'm just seeing the photography, the illustrations that were on the wall, the mini documentaries. Like they had like 10-minute clips that they were showing throughout the night, and then you had people come on doing performances, poetry, singing, like rapping. Everything, how it went together was beautiful and it was special. But also, like when after you've run a night or you've put on your own event, you realize like, to get all of this done and to get all of this together, like you also need the people behind the scenes to be on job with what they're doing behind the scenes, and you need to have people that act as catalysts for everyone's creativity, and to be able to put them in a space where they can showcase the magnificence of what they do. And that's what 6 weeks did with 5 to 12, to be honest. It was special, and it's just about doing that, I think, more with the collectives that we've got. It's like acting and being that way,
giving them something. Basically, I was going to say, in terms of like, on the other side, what's happened to like STP, for example, is that we started off with like an idea of like doing theatre and spoken word like together and performing, and then gradually, because everyone's done so much, it's become more of like a collective of like, you're just really well connected to these people, which is also like the mad wavy side. But I guess that's what you also meant with the whole scene thing. Like, for example, I could like message you and then we could easily do a thing. Like we're just like, I think it's brilliant, but also I would love to be somehow connected to the other parts of like England as well, because London is so true. Like it becomes like a bubble, and even our like collective is like limited to here. Like we have people that are in other parts of England, which is really good, but then they won't necessarily carry that name up there. You know what I mean? So I guess like I'm waiting for that kind of collective, unless there is one, where it's like, I've seen them in like these different parts.
I think that's also about, poetry traveling, and that's not to say that poetry isn't in these areas, but poetry traveling through areas. So like, I think that's why it's sick when Ho Noir, London to Birmingham, like that's in both places. I know Alia is in Birmingham now.
Yeah.
With who's she working with?
I think I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, I know, but she keeps trying to adopt people to Birmingham and like take people up there. But I think that's what's important as well, is stuff like that where poetry is traveling and people are traveling through cities. And I think that's something that needs to be happening more. And I think when you're in London and you have so many people around you that kind of desire to do that. But it is important when you do go to these places and you're like, raw, need to up my game.
Exactly.
There's so much more happening.
Many.
And then you want to start talking about international, and then you're like, it's mad. And then, yeah.
That's huge, fam.
Then
international collectives. That would be... Yeah.